my boy,
Preparing, okay, it's preparing the live stream to YouTube. Give it a second. Okay, what's up, guys? Our meeting is now streaming live on YouTube. This is Henry Martins, obviously. This is my channel. This is Films by Stanton, aka Stanton Giles. Tell them what we're doing today.
Yeah, switching from Premiere Pro to Final Cut. And I've been dabbling around with it since I got my MacBook back in January, and it is time to do it. So we're gonna force ourselves to do it via live stream. And by we, I mean me, but Henry's a good enough friend where he's gonna talk through some of the key features. Because something that I'm struggling with is just like getting started and feeling good about the flow of my project and have my project in the correct place. And this whole idea of library and events and stuff like that is just different than the idea of projects in Premiere. So he's gonna kind of talk me through getting all my projects set up, everything looking nice and pretty, have a good foundation to go off of. So, and that's, I think, kind of what I need. So.
Exactly. So right now, there's a lot of people that are taking this extra time to switch from Premiere to Final Cut X, which is pretty funny. But with the coronavirus, I've seen quite a few people talk about wanting to switch over. And one of the things that I'm just gonna, what we're gonna go over today is just like the basic fundamentals of creating a template that you can duplicate and use every single time you start a new wedding, so that you can save yourself the time of creating a new project for the first look and creating a new project for each edit that you do you deliver. Also, you don't have to create you don't have to import any like assets like film flares or sound packs or anything like that. I'm going to show you guys how to create a template that you can duplicate and then rename for every single wedding. So let's just dive in. Basically, we're going to start from the very, very beginning. Cody pretty much just created a brand new FCPX library, they call them. And so the way that I recommend it is to create a new library for every single wedding that you start. And so Cody,
which for those Premiere Pro users out there, that would be just creating a new project, correct?
There you go. Exactly. Yeah. So they call them libraries, projects.
Like which I thought were the events, which we're going to get into, which I thought events were the projects inside of library. I thought those were the projects, but I was
maybe
wrong.
There might be one out there, but there should be just like a dictionary, like library equals Premiere Talk project, timeline equals project. That's like the terminology that's so like there should just be like a
maybe I'll do that in the video I make.
Maybe. So okay, cool. So real quick, Cody, I think I'll take it off of speaker view, and then you can go ahead and share your screen. And we're going to be working in Finder. Are we starting in Finder? Or are we going to start? No, we'll start in Final Cut X. So you can go ahead and share your screen. And you probably need to share the whole screen, not just the Final Cut X window. So that as we're importing stuff, people can see all that. And I'll take it off of speaker view in a second.
All right, here we go.
Oh, cool. Oh, cool. So I think now everyone should be seeing your full screen, and it's not speaker view anymore. Let me see what's up with this. One second. Yeah, I'm getting there. The stream's catching up on YouTube. Okay, great. We're good.
Is it you post this already? Or
yeah, it's live.
Nice.
Yeah, and no one's chatting yet, so we're good.
I don't see that. I didn't see you post.
Oh no, I didn't post about it in the group. I just posted it. I just went live.
Oh, you'll post afterwards. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I mean, if you want to post right now, I can. If you want me to, I'm pretty flexible. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, let's do it. Get some maybe questions along the way that I might be forgetting.
You're live streaming your screen. So while we're doing this, go ahead and create a new library. Let me post some wedding videographers. Wherever it's at.
This wedding template. I'm just going to save this in my assets folder.
Yeah. For all Premiere.
That is done.
This is funny. I'm like posting in all caps.
Yeah, you're the all caps guy when it comes to the live streams. Remember we did it last time?
That's how I became a rising star, bro. I'm a visual storyteller.
Everybody.
That's how I became a visual storyteller. All caps.
It's visual, yeah.
All right, cool. So this is great. So we're live and all that good stuff. Nick Carr says, "Yo." All right, so I'm back on your screen now. Wedding highlight template, great. So the first thing that you want to start doing is this is basically to create like some folders so that you can keep everything organized. The way I have it is, under the event, you go ahead and delete. Actually, you can keep the smart collection. So click on the event real quick, which is 32520, and rename that. Just name it main event. You can just hit enter, it should work. Main event. And then I'm under there, create new folder. So you'll have to learn the shortcuts, but for now you can go to file if you want to. Or you can right click it, that works too.
New folder.
New folder, yeah, and put in like audio, okay. Okay, and then under main event again, click back up there and create new folder. Do video. Cool. And then you already have smart collections, so see if you can drag smart collections down into that. Does that work if you drag it on the main event?
No.
No? Okay. Yeah, it does. No? Maybe?
No, that was main event dragging up.
Okay. That's cool. Then you just create one called VFX.
VFX.
Yeah.
File and effects.
What I like to do is actually have these in specific order. If you have an order that you like I like to see audio, then video, then VFX. So if you like to see audio first, I just put 01 underscore in front of it, you know? Oops.
I just messed it up.
You're good.
Get out of there. Oh, here we go.
There you go. So audio, hit enter and then press the up arrow key by the fastest way. And then I like to put 01 underscore just so that it always puts it at the very top, you know, and I like to see video second. So on video, I put 02 underscore. Yeah. And then it should push it up. And then VFX could be 3 basically. You might even just put 1. I'm not sure how Final Cut X is going to read that, but whatever. Anyways, and then there is one smart collections. I have a folder called smart collections. And I'm surprised that won't drag down into there. But for right now, we'll just leave it as is up at the very, very top. So in your main event is going to be where you're going to be importing all of your footage basically. And so but right now, again, we're not focusing on creating a session for a wedding. We're just creating the template that you can duplicate. So let's see. Do you want to start with your audio libraries, like your audio assets?
Yeah, let's do that. Like lens distortion and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. So under my audio folder, I actually have a couple smart collections as well. Do you care about your audio being automatically separated by the roles like dialogue, music, and SFX? Is that something that you care about?
Not right off the bat.
Okay.
I would say no.
Then real quick, let me just do this. Under audio, click on the audio folder and then hit Command Shift K. I think that should pull up. Should we create a new keyword collection? Yeah. So put this, I call it imported audio. So what this is anything that I import like from the actual wedding date or my music that I'm going to use in the edit. I actually called it imported. Sorry, you don't have to put audio on the end of that. My bad. But yeah, I just call it imported. And this way, when I'm dragging in any of the vows or speeches, I drag them into the imported. So that way I can see the files that I actually import instead of having to click on everything where it's going to pull up all of my SFX, and I have a couple thousand SFX libraries. So that way I can see exactly the audio files that I'm going to be using in the edit. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Explain keywords.
So keywords is like tagging. It's like just metadata. A keyword collection is a manual assignment of it's a manual assignment of like a tag or something like that Finder would use. Nice. People commenting because if they are, I'm not being good.
I commented on the Facebook.
Oh, nice. Okay, so we have imported audio. So
how Hi, Prescott.
Nothing in there until you are importing for your actual wedding that you're going to edit. Okay, so then real quick, go back up to the audio folder, and I like to have another folder inside this folder called SFX.
Okay. So this is not this isn't a keyword folder.
This is a folder so that you can organize keyword folders underneath it. So you can drop that down. Now check this out. So this is where it gets a little complicated, but you're going to want to import all of your libraries, all of your sound effects libraries that you have. But let me show you what mine look like so you can kind of get an understanding, because you're going to want as much organization as possible so that when you're looking for something very specific, like you know what sound effects you're going to use, you're going to be able to click on this and find it very easily.
Which is something I didn't do much in Premiere. I don't know if Premiere has that function or not. I'm sure they do.
I'm sure it does. It's probably just a little different. Let me share my screen with you guys real quick. Yes, I want to continue. Let me just show this real fast. So check this out. So you guys can see mine over here, correct?
I can't. Let me check the YouTube link.
You can, and then it'll update.
Yeah, I can see it on there.
Okay, so so under SFX, I have all of my individual libraries that I've bought: Singularity, Anticipation, Archetype, Endurance, and then other. So like Singularity, right? They have all of these different categories in it, but even inside the Singularity pack, they have 3 categories for hits. So the way I have this separated is if I want to see all of my hits at once, I can click on the folder and it's going to show me all my hits. Or if I'm looking for more specific subtle hits or heavy hits or echo hits, they're categorized into keyword collections inside of a folder. And then risers, there's no subcategories for risers. So I just have all of my risers under the keyword collection. Same thing with whooshes, wind. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so were those categories that you made, these keyword collections, are those actually within the folders that they made for the, okay.
Yes, nice. Exactly.
Okay.
I want to organize it the same way they do. So let's, you can go ahead and start sharing your screen again and share your whole screen, not just the Final Cut X one. So that way people can get an idea of what we're doing.
You got to stop yours real quick.
Yeah, whenever, oh, you can't share unless I stop?
Right.
Lame. Okay.
Lame. Desktop one.
Cool. Okay. All right. So check this out though. Let me show you something really cool about Final Cut X. So you're clicked on SFX. So real quick, click Command I for import unless you changed it. I don't know if you did.
Sorry, I didn't see them still. Oh.
Command I. Yay. Okay, wow. So over here on the right side, it says keywords. It says keywords from folders. Click on that bad boy. You can check mark that for right now. All right, and then go to wherever your first library you want to import is.
Oh, in here. Let's see. So I guess it would be under Cody Giles, yeah.
In creative tools or assets, whatever you have it called.
What I rename it as?
I don't know.
Assets is still in there.
Okay, Grillogram.
So I got all that correct. Let's see, lens distortions in here somewhere.
Did you put it under audio?
Audio, sorry, yeah.
I saw it just right down there. Weird, it's not organizing by name.
Oh man, I had lens distortion. Oh wait, is that just passive?
Dude, why is it all?
Yeah, I have lens distortion at the top of my menu typically.
Hey, real quick, go to your Finder real quick.
Okay,
and just go to it in Finder so you can find it a lot easier. All right, and then just take that folder. No, take that folder and drag it into Final Cut import window that you see down there. That makes sense? Take the folder and drag it right there.
Oh.
Yeah. So let's just work on, what do you want to do first? Anticipation, because it's at the top?
Sure.
All right, cool. So go ahead and click on Anticipation, and then just click, drop it down real quick. I want to see how it's structured in your system. Okay. Why is it all? Okay, that's fine. Just click Import real quick.
That's weird.
Drop down risers real quick. Yeah, do you want to keep all of those? You want to keep max organization? Probably, right?
I mean, I never used tube distortion or space personally on any. I've never ever used one of those.
Well, okay, I would still recommend, if you don't want to import them into your template, that's up to you. So if you
I mean,
want
it
to,
doesn't bug me that they're there. You're talking about organization as far as like risers with no hyphen tube distortion space at the top,
yeah,
or
it
what are you
depends on
talking
how you want to structure it.
I mean, preferably, yeah, but
Preferably you want everything.
preferably, yeah, right.
Okay, cool. So do this then. Click on risers at the very top and just hit import. Actually, no, hold on, wait, let me think about this. Don't do that. Click on all 4 folders. What's the risers on the bottom? Is that just everything, or is that just dry?
This is, yeah, dry. It's
Dry. Okay,
without
cool.
any
Yeah,
space
that's fine.
distortions.
So click on those 4 right there, just like all together. Yeah, and then hit import. Okay, so under audio, you have where's SFX. So drop down the SFX folder. All right, and then
No.
you can create another folder called anticipation. All right, and then take those keyword collections and drag them into anticipation. Now, at this point, they should just go in there. There you go. All right, at this point, do you want to put them inside of a folder so that you can collapse risers if you don't want to see risers?
Yeah.
So, yeah, you get the idea. Just create a folder and call it risers, and then take all those and put them in there. Cool, and that way you can collapse it. Real quick, just as a reminder, I don't know if they make it easy, you might want to put the, when you drop it down, drop risers down, you might want to put a hyphen and put dry or something next to it, since all the other ones have technical.
Yeah, I'm used to it at this point.
Okay, cool, you're used to it, great, you're good. Great, and then, so yes, and then, but the cool thing is, if you want to see all your risers, you can just click on the folder risers. That's the nice thing about putting things in folders.
Yeah, that is cool.
So
Nice,
because if
it's
you
all
don't put
right
them in
here.
folders, you can't see them all at the same time.
This is something I did not use in Premiere.
Yeah, totally. Well, just for like knowing what you're looking for and how to find it. And of course, if you know what a file's called, you can always just search for it as well, using the search tab in the top right corner. So you got risers done. Okay, now let's go on to hits, right? So that's the next thing. So you can go back to a command, or actually click on anticipation first. Actually, I'm not even sure if it's imported into these folders, but Command I, and you can start importing the next set of
so just moments.
Yeah, sure.
That's
4. Just do 2 though. We'll just go through. We'll go by numbers because I don't know why it's not organizing it.
Okay, so you got some hits.
Yeah. Hits. Bam. Cool. And then take those 4 and pull them up into hits. All right. Now check this out. So because you imported the original folder, it created that keyword collection called hits. Does it make sense? Right. Oh,
right here. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can delete that, and that's just because you didn't drag the 4 individual folders in. You imported the full master folder.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So you can delete that, and it's not going to delete the files. If you go to hits, all the files are still in hits.
Now, let's see. Can I do that?
Yeah, you can import everything real quick because you don't have to be deleting things because it'll get confusing. No, you're good. You're good. Just go to import. Drop down whooshes and moments and select the individual categories. Remember, shift. You can hold shift, yeah, and then you can hit command and click on all those individually. And don't forget 5 if you're going to do 5 as well.
Might as well go ahead.
Yeah, click on those 4. So you can definitely speed up the process. Cool. All right, and then go back up to anticipation and create the individual folder names, which are whooshes, moments, and atmospheres. Cool, and then put them all in their respective folders.
Moments, right there. Oh.
Sometimes it's a little weird, like you have to like hold it there for a second. Yeah, there you go. Or not.
There you go. You're weird. Atmospheres.
Whoosh.
So I'm guessing you took a decent amount of time. We don't have to do all of them right here,
Yeah.
right now, but you took a decent amount of time to go through all of your sound effects libraries. And
I did.
do that.
I did.
Yeah, which I'll
And
be
then
doing.
real quick, drop
Not
the
on
anticipation factor down for me real fast. If you really care about having these in any particular order, right now it's alphabetical. You can just put like a 1 underscore in front of it.
like
and
we did up here.
Yeah, and it will on the folder names, and it will reorganize. It just depends on what people care about. Anyways.
Right. I have gotten used to it being like riser or whatever the other way is. Riser.
Yeah. So whatever you want to do, guys, this is a template for you to customize however you want. Yeah. So we're not going to go through all of those for each individual ones, but I recommend that you do it for your template. And then real quick, if you I have some sound effects packs that I've downloaded over the years that are like they're not like multiple options. So I just created a folder called Other, where if it's like lens distortion, I have multiple packs from them. So I wanted the category lens distortion. I also have multiple packs from a company called Singularity. So I have like a folder for that. But then I have like a bunch of like one-off SFX, and I had a place for them. So I just called it Other, and then put keyword collection for the sound design name of like that one-off sound effects or whatever.
Right.
Oh yeah, see, so you're putting it, yeah, exactly. So it's
I got 2 other ones for that, and then I got a Singularity and
yeah, exactly.
Ones.
So same thing. But if you have any one-off sound effects, just create a folder called Other, and then create a keyword collection for the name of the one file, or the name of like that pack that maybe has like a couple sounds in it or whatever. Does that make sense, guys? So hopefully that makes sense.
So let's just do it for wind, because I got a couple wind right now. So
a couple wind ones they really love. Yeah. So just create a keyword collection. Just call Command Shift K. Sorry.
Command Shift K.
Call it wind. Right, and then and check this out, because you're selected on wind now, whenever you go to import it, it'll automatically tag them with that keyword. So you can even drag and drop from Finder if that's easier for you.
Yeah, let's do that. Audio, and so this would just be, the only thing about this, I guess, is that I have lens distortion in here. Let's see if I can.
Wait, you're gonna, is it a lens distortion wind?
No, there's just, I have lens distortion within my audio, and so if I search for wind within audio, weird. Okay, how do I do this? Let's see.
Yeah, click that and click into it, double click it, and then click search wind, and then click search audio. Yeah, and then you can organize by file type if you want to.
How do I do that?
So you see the little right there? Yeah, click on that, and then click like what's it called? Kind.
Maybe. Oh, cool. Nice. I like that.
Is it all those wind ones?
If it has a number next to it, I think that means it's a lens distortion. So let's see.
Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Let's just do it just for tutorial's sake. Howling wind. I got forest wind. I know that.
Yes. Yeah.
Rustling wind, wind in the grass.
Anything with TB or anything like that, that stands for that's
wind sound effect 2. That's the one I always use. I probably should delete one of these, which I will eventually.
Through creaky, yeah, so select everything that fits in there. And make sure, real quick before you do this, since we're just make sure you do it right. So make sure you didn't skip any. Howling wind, there's you missed one. Go up a little bit. Anything
flag stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
I'm not gonna put that in there. Wind whoosh. No, that's yeah.
All right, cool.
I think that's good.
Just drag those. Well, real quick, go back to the no. Oh yeah, you go back to Final Cut real quick and exit out of the import window. Because yeah, and then go back to Finder and drag right into the import media section.
Oh, so we're just trying it out a different way now.
Yeah, and now it's going to tag those with that keyword. So real quick, click on one of those bad boys real quick. Any of them, any of the files.
See, that's...
Press Command K. Yeah. Okay, and you'll see that it has, see how it says keyword tag 1, keyword, so it's
oh, so that import media thing was linked to wind when I did that, because I was I had
yeah, apparently it doesn't work for folders, but it works for keywords. Since you were clicked on wind and you imported them into the wind keyword, it tagged them with wind.
Oh, so that's a long file there.
Well, you can also press Command minus, and you can zoom like, yeah, just press Command minus a bunch. There you go.
Oh, way better.
You don't have to like see that. It doesn't matter how long it is.
So yeah, oh, these are actually different. Interesting. I've always thought they were the same. I just always click on the wind sound effect too when I use it.
Yeah, well, look, so that's a nice thing. They have more organizations. So you might find some new things you like.
Yeah.
Cool.
This one always starts out kind of like just like really, really loud.
Yeah, and this one kind of fades in. So cool. Yeah. So this again, this organization. So this is just SFX, and honestly, you're just gonna kind of like duplicate this process for everything, even if you have visual effects packs. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
like overlays and stuff.
Overlays, yeah. So those are gonna be in your VFX folder. For the purpose of doing this, it's obviously get really, really boring. Watching people do this, but let's just run through a VFX one. But it's the exact same process, right?
Right.
And so, yeah, I mean, it's literally the exact same process.
I mean, it'd be like grain or something like that, right?
Yeah, whatever you're feeling like you want to share with people. I'm not sure if you're keeping your stuff secret.
Oh, the secret sauce. Oh, like fog or something like that.
Well, see, fog's lens distortion though, so I like to categorize even in my VFX. I like to put those in folders,
Right. Well, I don't have it separated by lens distortion. I don't think I have fog in this.
Oh, that's a different fog, not the actual lens distortion fog. Got it.
Yeah, that was just underneath the overlays.
If you want to, you can go back to the view, which is easier. If you go to the Finder, you click on the third one. Click on the third one. It's actually my favorite. Yeah. It's a lot cleaner.
Yeah, so if I go over here, just for the sake of doing this, I should do a keyword collection, correct?
No, you should do a folder. Depends on, well, what are you importing right now?
I'm going to go import these.
So fog, okay, and okay, there's a premium beat fog. So do you have a bunch of stuff in premium beat or just?
So MP4 files, 21 of them.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't care if they're all together, really.
You don't care if they're all together? Okay. If you don't care if they're all together, then just create a keyword collection, yeah, and call it fog.
Okay. Command K.
Command Shift K, sorry, my bad.
Oops.
And you're in Finder, so yeah, Command Shift K. Fog.
So that's selected, which means I can import it into there. Grab these bad boys. There and there. Ooh, so pretty. And then premium beats, 4K.
And just select all those, yeah, and then drag them in there. So now they're all just gonna be in there. Bam.
It doesn't give us previews of those ones.
Yeah, it's premium beat, you know what I'm saying?
Oh. Oh no. Oh, there it is.
Oh yeah, they're loading. It's all good.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. So I know how to do that.
Yeah, so you know how to do that. And again, like if for instance, let me just share my screen real quick, just because I feel like it would be beneficial for people watching.
Plus my computer's freaking out right now.
Oh, is it?
Trying to load all those for some reason.
Gotcha. Let me just pull this up real quick. All right, so under SFX, I'm just gonna close this. Under VFX, I have CinemaScope as a keyword collection. This is a pack. It's called Vichy Visuals or something like that. I downloaded it. It's free download, and it shows me all of the overlays that I have. I even have like a white overlay when I used to do that for Instagram. These are the crop bars basically that I overlay. But then under Cinegrain, I bought a Cinegrain pack. So it's just really simple. It's Cinegrain as the folder and then keyword collections. And I imported these keyword collections from the folders in Finder. So this is much easier than the SFX. The visual effects is a lot easier like layout. So anyway, splices and all that kind of stuff. So so that's Cinegrain. And then from lens distortions, I have, fog. I just put them as keyword collections because there's not subcategories in them. Legacy, light hits, luminary, shimmer, and then got this other guy. So same thing. If you want to organize assets from a specific brand, then do a folder. Or if you just want to do everything into one. Like I have one called random. I could call it other, but it's like film burns and light leaks that I got for free or whatever. But I put them into a random folder, so that way I know what I'm like. They're not gonna just be out there in keyword. I just try to keep it really organized, basically.
So just to kind of like 50,000 foot view here, you want to have your keyword collections go inside of your folders, and your keyword collections are what you're going to click on to look at the actual stuff in that little browser to the right, where you're actually going to pick out your video FX or your sound
exactly.
effects.
So here's the thing: if you know what you're looking for, right? I know I want to use a splice, so I'll click here. But if I just want to scroll through all of my Cinegrain things that I bought, then I'll click up on the folder, and it will show me everything that's inside the folder.
Cool.
Yeah, exactly. So
it shows you when stuff is peaking too.
What's up?
It shows you when your audio peaks too.
Oh, dude, it's not even accurate. So I never quite understood that. Never understood that. It'll say it's red, but like you'll put it in, it's not peaking. So I think their metering's a little bit off. So anyways, guys, so this is the base of it. And then real quick, under smart collections, let's just delete that let's go back to sharing your screen. I'll stop sharing my screen. Cool. Is that your screen? Yeah, delete the smart collections up there. It's kind of, I don't like that you can't move it around. And then just create a new folder called smart collections. You can name it, like you can label it like, oops.
It's going to be outside of main event though, right?
No, it'll be inside main event. Or outside, whatever you want, honestly. If you're going to keep it outside.
I don't know what it's going to be used for, so.
Yeah, you can undo the delete then. I like to keep everything inside main event, but it actually would make sense. Actually, probably it's better if it's outside. So maybe just Command Z. Don't delete the original one that I hit Command Z a bunch. There you go. And then go to smart collections and drop it down. Let me see what they have in there. Yeah, so they have, okay, so their smart collections, they're kind of dumb. All video, audio only. You can delete both of those, all video and audio only ones. Okay. Under my smart collections, I have, check this out. So this is gonna be really cool for people watching. Projects is definitely a good one. Stills is also a good one. And then if you have any stills imported into the thing, it's gonna show those right there. Check this out. Let me just close these real quick. Favorites, some people use favorites. I don't use favorites, but it's similar to selects. It's what people use to pick selects. They just favorite sections of the clips, but we'll get into that later. So real quick, under smart collections, right click it and create new smart collection. Yeah, check this out. So let's do this one. Let's call this one compound clips.
Compound sentences. Okay.
All right, and then double click on it so you can pull up the parameters for it. All right, so hit the plus sign. And then go to media type, I think, or maybe it's type, actually. I can't remember. Yeah, okay, click, drop down on audition over there. Is compound, right? So bam. So now anytime you create a compound clip, if you want to see all the compound clips you've created to access them quickly, you can just go to compound clips.
So what is a compound clip for us out there?
That is for a future tutorial. It's kind of like nesting. It's kind of like nesting in a way.
Okay, yeah, that helps. Nesting,
but not as dumb. But not as dumb as nesting. Okay,
bro,
so
that's
it. You can exit out of that. So you, bam, delete, get out of there, and then go back to smart collection and create the folder and create another smart collection. And we can do this one. We'll call multicam clips.
Multi-cam.
Or no, just call multicam or whatever you want. I don't care, whatever you want to call it in your own multicam, yeah. And double click on it, and then go to type again, right? So the plus sign, then type, and then is multicam. And this is really nice again because whenever you're creating compound clips and multicam clips, they don't really have a home, so they just go into the main event, which is just all of your media for the set. You know what I'm saying? All your audio and video media. And so this is a way that it will automatically put them into like basically a folder, a keyword collection for you based on the type.
So every project I make, whenever I do make up a multicam, I don't want to use the word sequence because that's what we use in, I guess, Premiere. But like make a multicam or compound clips, they automatically go into this smart.
Yeah, because it's smart. That's the difference
That's
between a
so
keyword
smart.
collection. A keyword collection is where you manually assign a keyword to a file. And a smart collection is a smart. So it sees what, and based on the parameters, it sees what type of media it is or whatever parameters you have set and will automatically assign metadata to it.
That's cool.
I'm
Nice.
pretty sure Premiere doesn't have that, but that's like it's really dope because I'm gonna show you this next one that's gonna be amazeballs. Real quick though, before I can show you this, let's go in.
Message from our sponsor.
Real quick message from our sponsor before we get to the good stuff. Let me see real quick under video. I have some. Okay, so, so let's do video real quick because that's gonna be really important because we haven't touched base on that. I'm gonna come back to smart collections in a second. Can you close your SFX, your audio for me? Yeah, just close all your audio. Yeah, even the audio.
Oh,
look how nice and clean, organized video. Drop down video.
Look at that.
All
Look
right,
at all that video I recorded this year.
What's up?
Just making a joke.
Okay, no jokes allowed.
Sorry. This is serious time.
Serious time. Okay, so go to video. No, you don't have to import any media right now. You're gonna create some stuff. So under video, create. Do you rename your clips, Cody? Like in your do you rename them like MA, B, C, or whatever?
I mean, the clips.
In Finder, do you rename them?
I'll name so I shoot on Sony. I'll call the first card Sony 1, Sony 2, Sony 3, but that does not rename the clips. No.
Okay. Well, I highly suggest you rename the clips. It'll save you a little bit of time.
Okay.
And it's really easy in Finder. Let me show you how to do it real quick.
Yeah, let's just do it. Let's do it for one project.
Yeah, it's for the project you're going to start working on or whatever.
Yeah, we'll do Stephanie and Steven.
Okay, check this out. So go to
subfolder Mexico.
Yeah, Sony 1. Right, and so that's and organized by kind real quick. It's
this thing.
Yeah, cool. And then so start at 10. Now, real quick, is this multiple days of shooting?
Potentially, yes. I think for this wedding, it actually was. Yeah.
Are they all in the same folder?
No, I mean the whole wedding's not like.
The whole wedding is not in this folder.
Do you have I think I shot. This is the main folder. I think I kept everything on this card. I think I have like a ceremony cam, and this was
no. Sorry, let me rephrase. So this is your cam A, basically, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and this is like the whole weekend in the same folder?
Basically, yeah.
Okay, so, no, basically or yes?
I mean, it's the whole weekend minus the ceremony from a different cam.
No. Is it the whole weekend from the same camera?
Oh, yes.
Okay, cool. So highlight all the video clips.
Okay.
Okay, and then right click. This is so easy. And then click rename. And then depends on what structure you want these set up to be. You can name them whatever you want, and you can set your template to recognize. But I always call mine cam A underscore, and then I let it run its course with numbers. But
so find C0 or just C.
What's up?
So how do I set this up right here?
Well, real quick, it goes to under replace text. Drop down that real quick. Go to format. Okay, so I would say, do you want to call it? Would you call it camera 1? I call it camera A, so you can call it camera 1 if you want.
Yeah. So right here, custom format.
Yeah.
Camera 1.
Okay, and then underscore real quick at the end of that. Yeah, and then it starts number with 1. Now, real quick, your original file started with 10, so it might make it easier if you start with 10 for this one. I don't know why I started at 10 instead of 1, but
I don't format my cards correctly.
Okay, hit rename. And that way it should change this last one, 392, to still be 392. Yep, cool. So you're good because you started at the number that you were at.
Cool.
Okay, so real quick.
You do that for every wedding, every card.
Every camera. Yeah, exactly. And the way you want to do it is if you shoot over multiple days, let's say you shot on your camera 1, you shot 50 clips the first day, and then you shot another 50 the second day. For the first, I keep mine in different folders, and like I do day 1, day 2, day 3. But you're lucky and you put everything in one day in one folder, so it was easy. But like if you had them in different folders, I would go on the first day, 1 through 50, and then on the second day when I'm renaming, I start at 51. Does that make sense? So that it's linear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so anyways, but the reason for all this is that let's go back over to the Final Cut X, the Final Cut X, and then create a new smart collection in there. Under video, sorry. Under video, sorry.
Oh, smart collection under video.
Ooh. Yeah, right click smart collection and call it cam1, whatever you like. Yeah. Whatever you name your files. Cool. And hit enter. All right. And then double click on it. And check this out. Go to the plus sign and type in text. Nope.
Oh.
Hit minus, yeah, text. And then includes, and then type in cam1 underscore. And then go to includes, click on that and put yeah, that's good. Includes cam1. Yep. No, you're good. And then bam. So now check this out. You're going to create one of these under video for every single camera that you have. But when you import footage, you don't have to assign keyword collections to it now because your renaming in Finder is going to automatically put them into these folders.
Very nice.
Very
takes
nice.
a little work on. It's nice. So it takes a little work on the front end. What you're saying, it's going to.
But check this out. On top of that, your brain is going to be much less mentally taxed whenever you're looking for a clip and you're not seeing those camera generated numerical numbers. You're going to see, oh, I'm on 378. Okay, 379 is missing from a multi-camera, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like people that don't rename, it's really hard to find clips when you're looking for those numbers because it's like a 10-digit number.
Right, and yeah, having different numbers between different cameras and stuff like that too.
Yeah, right? Not super bueno. So anyways, so that's where we're at right now. And you're going to do that again. You're going to do the same thing for like each camera, cam 2 and cam at, you know.
Cam at.
I usually
for those of you watching, thanks for bearing through this. But we're
and you can do the same thing with drone too.
Right.
I know you use a drone for a lot of your stuff.
What do I?
What? Who said that? Who's bearing through what? This is super useful stuff.
I know. I would get antsy sometimes. If you're coming to this looking for it to be like a YouTube video on like how to set up.
No, this is a live stream. Okay, Hero, double click on cam 2 and just set those up. Set those parameters up. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay. Double click. Text includes
cam 2 underscore.
Ah.
Make sure to put the underscore though.
2 includes text.
Maybe people are walking along at the same time and doing it with us, bro.
Maybe they are, bro.
You know, who knows? I mean, there's only 3 people watching, and I'm pretty sure I'm one of them.
There's 4 people on my screen. So.
Underscore.
No, I don't do
underscore. Cool. So yeah. So again, this is the tip. So you don't want to import anything. You want to do it for test run. Just I mean, I know you get how it works, but.
I mean, can I go ahead and just do the drone stuff here?
Yeah. Well, you want to show
or not drone stuff. Go ahead and rename it. Is what I meant to say.
Yeah, go ahead and rename it for sure.
Start. This one was just these right here. Rename. Format. Cam 2.
Yeah. Underscore.
Hey, why is this underscore important, Henry?
Well, the reason you want the underscore because if you don't, then it's cam 2.1. You know, there's no separation between those numbers, so it'd be like cam 25.
Yeah. They don't want to have to type an underscore in.
Why are you starting with 400?
It started at 400. I didn't do it for the last one, but I did for that one.
Wait, hit Command Z. Go up to the top. No. You don't have to do that with that one.
Why'd I have to do it?
That's just a random generated number. You had already renamed something on your Cam A originally, I thought.
What? No.
On your Cam 1? I thought you did. You started with 1 on that one.
No way.
No?
No way. I mean, I don't care. There's no point in keeping it the same for me.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, so all those are renamed. Now for drone, I have one drone folder over here.
Yeah.
The only reason I have these in separate folders is because I was scared I was going to crash my drone over the couple
Yeah, that's
days,
fine. So check this out. So go to drone 1 and select all of these. Yeah, go to the bottom. and then rename. Starts at 1, right? So you're good. So drone underscore. And then see what number it ends at. Ends at 18. So start the next renaming on 19. Rename 19. And it ends at 29. So then just start the next one at 30. Get the idea. Cool. And then, yeah, so we're not going to import them into the session, but because this is the template. But if you guys want to do the last step, okay, now we got these set up. I told you I was going to go back to the smart collections, which I totally am going to. And let's finish out your smart collections. Okay. Real quick, under video, drop down your main event real quick and just go to the video again. This is a really important step in, I think, the workflow for creating multicams and stuff like that, which I know you're going to start taking advantage of. Click on video and create a new folder. You could actually put it anywhere you want, but call it keyword collections. Perfect. And then under keyword collections, let's start creating some new keyword collections. So Command-Shift-K, let's do ceremony. Okay, just hit Command-Shift-K, create a new one. And then let's call this one first look. Cool, Command-Shift-K. Let's do speeches. Bam. And then Command-Shift-K, letter reading or whatever you want to call it. Okay, and then one more, let's call it a selects. And this is my opinion. I use a keyword collection called selects when I'm culling the footage instead of using favorites. But okay, so real quick, check this out. Let's go up to smart collections and then click on that and on the folder, sorry. And let's create one more smart collection, which is pretty freaking dope. New smart collection. Yeah, and call this unused, or you can call it whatever you want, but the gist of it is it's going to be unused media or unused selects, actually. So double click on it. Let's set up the stuff. Go to, let's see. Let me see how I had this set up. Let me see the, okay, media, yeah, used media. Click on that.
Oh.
Used media.
Oh, used media.
And then click unused. And then click on the plus sign and click keywords. And then click uncheck everything except for selects. Selects, bam. So check this out. So as you're adding folders to selects, and as you use those clips in your timeline, if you get to the end of your edit and want to replace some shots of things that you did not use in your selects folder, it's going to automatically show the clips you did not use in your timeline.
I remember you telling me about this. Yeah. So this is saying it's going to use the unused of anything inside of selects.
It's going to include in this folder anything that's not used in selects, correct?
Nice. Sweet.
Pretty wild, right?
Pretty wild. That is wild.
Yeah. Okay. So last but not least, come up with multi-cam projects, stills, titles. Do you want a title smart collection so where you can see titles, or do you care about that? I just click on the timeline when I'm messing with titles usually.
Say that again.
Do you want like a smart collection where you can click on your titles and make changes? I usually just zoom into the timeline and click on them, but you can create a smart collection called titles if you wanted to like have the access to do that.
Oh, I'm okay.
Yeah. He's like, oh, okay. Okay, cool. So check this out. So this is now your template. Whatever you do, do not import other things. Oh, you know what you need to do real quick? Go to projects. Sorry. Keep on remembering things.
Projects.
Yeah, go to projects, right? And you need to start creating projects for your edit so that you don't have to create projects every single time. So you can click on projects down there.
I don't know where projects is.
It's right there in Smart Collections. You were just right there.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
Yeah, and then just click Command N to create a new project. Okay, and so like you want to create a new project for every, this is a timeline or sequence, I think you guys call them.
Okay.
In Premiere. You want to create one for every single delivery that you're going to do, or anytime you need to sync audio and multicams or whatever. So, you want ceremony, you want to highlight a project, you want first look project, things like that. Speeches, if you deliver those in full. And you can set up all the parameters right here at the very beginning so that every time you start a new session, you're going to have all these projects pre-loaded, sequences pre-loaded that you can click on and start dropping media into.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So yeah, that would be a sequence. That would be a sequence in Premiere.
Yeah, exactly. The timeline. It's like what you're editing. So, so yeah, create like highlight. You can call it highlight or whatever you call it whenever you're editing. I don't know what you call it. Yeah, great. And then Command N, you can do the same thing for speeches, and those are all the correct settings, right? So. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I should probably be checking that. Let's double check it.
I think I looked at them. They look right to me.
Speeches, ceremony.
Yeah.
That's it typically.
Do you ever sync audio?
Teaser. Sometimes, but for now it's okay. It's not something I've done a lot yet.
Okay.
So, let's see. I'll do teaser too. Okay. Premiere. Oh no.
This video is now ruined.
Start over. What was it? I was doing a Command N. Okay. And teaser.
Yeah.
Ooh. Nice.
Under my projects, I also have like a letter reading because I'll usually like have them read private letters, and I like to edit that outside of my main timeline.
Okay.
And then something I also have included, which is kind of funny, is just test. It's just that because I'll start messing with colors. I just want to have a place to test things and not have to delete them if I like some of the results I'm getting.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Typically in Premiere, my test will just be to like further down the sequence.
Yeah. It's nice to have a dedicated one, and it's just like nice and clean. Doesn't like you can mess with it. So, so that's cool. And then of course, that's pretty much it. So anyway, so now you have this really nice template, dude. That you still need to finish importing your audio and your VFX folders, but basically, you can. Maybe we should, you could basically just go through and you want to duplicate it to wherever your editing drive is going to be. Right now, this is saved on your, oh, dude, I don't think we did. Super important, and no one's probably watching right now. When you import all of your VFX and your audio effects, you can choose to either save them inside of the session, or you can choose to save them in their original location. So it kind of depends. Like you're editing on a laptop now, so you're mobile, so you might be able to save them in their original location, which is never going to really change because you're going to be editing on that laptop. But like I was editing on a desktop between two computers, so I wanted all the assets saved inside the Final Cut X session, so that whenever I moved computers, I didn't have to relink them. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah, that was definitely something I ran into with Premiere.
Yeah,
again, I don't know if that's
a laptop now, so it's like your home station and it's also your travel station. So since they're all saved on your internal drive, none of them are on external drives. If you unplug anything, it's not like they're going to disconnect. So that's cool. So you should be fine, actually.
Well, also, let's say that there's times where I'm going to be like in a rush or something like that, and I am like, let's say I download a sound effect off YouTube, or I get something from the internet, and I just, for some reason, my desktop is just my catch-all for things. Yeah. And I'll have assets there for a little bit. And something I've noticed just in the way I work, I'll have stuff on my desktop for a little bit. I'll do a project and stuff. The stuff will be linked from Premiere to my desktop, whether it's a wind sound effect or crickets chirping or whatever it is. And then let's say months will go by and I need to go back and like access that for some reason. Like, I decided to change something or like make it look better now that I know something. Upload Flow Stories TV, and I'll have to relink the media using that. Would that apply to this as well? Like, do I need to set up something for if I'm going to have it in desktop and then end up putting it in my assets folder?
On the bright side with Mac, it doesn't download to your desktop like PC. Things download to what's called a downloads folder.
Okay, I already changed mine to desktop.
You should definitely not do that, because on a Mac, if you start having a lot of things on your desktop, because it's constantly loaded in your RAM, it slows down your computer a fuckload.
Oh, well, I don't want that. I just
Yeah,
paid a lot of
anything
money.
that's
So
on your desktop is like instantly accessible, and so for some reason the way Mac, unless they changed it in the recent update to
that's
Catalina,
good to know.
I'm not sure, but like I keep my desktop really clean. You can have folders on your desktop, so if you create a folder on your desktop, but I don't know why you would put it on your desktop. You're just a PC user, I guess, so it's kind of like,
That's me, bro. I'm a PC user,
I know.
but I'm
Not
transitioning.
anymore. We're converting it. But yeah, I just like to keep it in the downloads folder. In my downloads folder, I never delete. It takes up a lot of space on my internal hard drive, but I have like everything on there. So it's really nice.
Oh, cool. I mean, I try to be good about putting in my audio folder, but anyway, so here we are.
Yeah, so this is it. You're
So,
going to stop sharing your screen because basically what you're going to do, though, is seriously, you're going to close this session and you're never going to import wedding footage into that. You're going to duplicate that session onto whatever hard drive you're going to be editing on, and you're going to rename it, and then you're going to import the footage and the audio from that.
let's do that then.
Okay, well, you got to share your screen again.
Okay. Oh, were you wanting that to be the end of the live stream?
I think so, because like I think it's a totally separate video, like to go into like importing all of the stuff and like how to create
If I was someone out there, including myself, I would like to know in tandem with this how to go ahead and get it.
We'll do one step further. Yeah, we'll do the one step further, but I'm not
We're
gonna
go 10 steps further.
No. There'll have to be a separate video that goes over importing footage, creating multicams, all that stuff.
Yeah, well, yeah, let's go over just the very first.
Cool. So just close your wedding highlight template. Just close that bad boy.
Close.
Go find it. You can click reveal in Finder. Hopefully you know where it's at.
Yeah, I do. So now I need to find it.
Yeah.
Right there.
Cool. All right. So send your assets. So just hit Command C for copy, and then go to your editing drive wherever you're going to be editing this wedding.
Probably here.
Cool. And then yeah, you can just paste it in there, or you can create a folder. It doesn't really matter. Just whatever you want to do. So it's gonna paste in there. It's really small because your assets are not copied into it. Sometimes my sessions are about 70 gigs because I have them all copied in there. Anyways, and so real quick, just right there in Finder, rename it to the couple, like however you want to name your session, like couple's name, highlight, or whatever. Whatever you want to call it. Cool. And then yeah, double click on it, and then it will load up as Stephanie and Steven, and that's where you want to go through importing your camera and your audio.
Nice.
And then, like I said, since you renamed them in Finder, it's going to automatically put them in those smart collections, which is super dope.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, there it is.
Big fan. So yeah, so go ahead and stop sharing your screen, and then we'll just close this out. I think it's got me fired up to get back into the edit, which is cool. So I'm gonna keep on grinding today. I took like caffeine at 4 o'clock, so I should be.
I just bought some coffee. Beans.
Nice.
So
yeah. But hopefully this helps out some people. I know Cody, this helped you. This is like new for you, so
yeah. Hopefully this helps you guys. I totally knew all this.
Yeah, Cody's like, I was just being a guinea pig. I actually taught Henry how to do all this.
Exactly. Henry's got to get a little, notoriety sometimes, right?
Yeah, just a little bit. So anyways, yeah. So, but if you have questions, leave them in the comment on YouTube. We'll get back to them eventually. Just kidding. Super soon. We'll get back to them super soon. And hopefully this was helpful for people. And the cool thing about it being live, you can just follow along and watch it, use your own stuff, your own program, your own assets and stuff, but you can watch and follow along and all that stuff. It's pretty real time. So,
but wait, before you go, make sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and follow along for the Brothers Martin's journey.
I'm the worst at asking people to subscribe. It's hilarious.
We're trying to get to 10K by April, so if you guys could just go ahead and contribute. Hey, set the goals high, man. The whole world's going to be in their houses. They have to subscribe.
This is not the kind of content that I need to get 10,000 subscribers. I need to make some really pretty content, but I'm not at a place to do that. So
this is so pretty. What are you talking about? Look at this.
But seriously though, I'm avid and super passionate about Final Cut X, and I've talked to a lot of people and I've converted some of them, and everyone that's switched has really been happy with it. So I'll make, I made another video about the template and stuff. So I actually need to get that up and kind of I'll give you guys the template without any of the assets, just like a raw template. But this is actually walks through how to create it, which would probably be more useful than starting with something that doesn't quite apply to you because it has like all the assets you don't use. So anyways, but we'll get a base template up, probably the one Cody just created actually. We'll get a base template up and then be able to share that. You guys can download it and work from there. So anyways, hope this was helpful. Cody, thanks for hanging out. Obviously had a good time. And, I'm sure we'll talk soon.
Yeah, dude, thanks for the help. That helps a lot. So I'm about to dive into this edit myself. So
sweet.
Thanks to the 3 people that are watching. See you, dude.
Bye.